On the pole, heat race number 1 is Shannon Pospisil out of Norfolk, the double odd. Outside of him, the 17K, a gentleman, Jim Kimmel. Mark Arduzer from Battle Creek in the 4 on the inside of row number 2. Outside of him, the 5A of Anthony Nelson. Row 3 to the inside, the 7 of Lance Melky. Outside of him, the 4M of Jace Malosik. And shotgun on the field from O'Neill, the 22X of Dustin Axon Jackson. By the way, Jasperson Racing, Nelson Racing, and Wild Child Racing have added money to 5th and 4th place in the A main for the Hobby Stocks tonight here at Off Road Speedway. Green's out, let's go racing. Shannon Pospisil. Anthony Nelson looking on the outside in the 5A. Look at this. He's going high, wide, and Hanson. Gentleman Jim Kimmel slips up. Oh, look at this. 3 and 4 wide. Lance Melky looking to the inside. That's why we call them the Wild Things. Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson, Jim Kimmel, Lance Melky, Mark Arduzer, Dustin Jackson, and Jace Malosik. Shannon Pospisil with the lead, followed by Anthony Nelson. It's Jim Kimmel, Lance Melky, Mark Arduzer, Dustin Jackson, and Jace Malosik. I'm guessing with 4 heat races, the top 3 out of the heat races will go to the A main. Top 3. Right now, that is Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson, and Jim Kimmel. Shannon Pospisil with the lead. Anthony Nelson, got close to the wall coming out of 4. Jim Kimmel's under attack by the 7 of Lance Melky. Mark Arduzer, Dustin Jackson, Jace Malosik. The Wild Things, your hobbies. Heat race number 1, Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson, Jim Kimmel, that's your top 3. Then it's Lance Melky, Mark Arduzer, Dustin Johnson, Jace Malosik. Two laps left to go. It is Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson, Jim Kimmel, your top 3. Then it's Lance Melky, Mark Arduzer, Dustin Jackson, and Jace Malosik. Out of turn number 4, the white flag is going to be in the air. That is Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson, Jim Kimmel. Lance Melky now looking the inside of Jim Kimmel for that 3rd and final transfer spot to the A main. Can't quite do it out of 2. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Diddle Ball, Buckshot, the coach, Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson 2nd, Jim Kimmel 3rd, then Lance Melky, Mark Arduzer, Dustin Jackson, and Jace Malosik. So the 3 cars, I believe, moving on to the A main will be Shannon Pospisil, Anthony Nelson, and gentleman, Jim Kimmel. So they have to be enjoying a day like today, and I believe when that sun goes down, it's going to cool down quite a bit. It's going to make them feel even better. So, hands off to the safety crew out here, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause. They've been out here every Saturday evening, and they do a great job. And whether it's hot or cold, they're still out there and helping the drivers out. No lift, Nate Buck. Bringing the field to turn number 4. Mike's got that old eagle eye on him. And they're going to mash the gas, and let's go racing. Nate Buck, Joe Rosberg into turn number 1. Max Anderson, Wyatt Lehman, Tanner Euling, Bo Cleveland, and Christy Rosberg. Lap number 1 goes to no lift, Nate Buck, Max Anderson, and 2nd, Wyatt Lehman now moves in 3rd around the 3J of Joe Rosberg. But it is no lift, Nate Buck, Max Anderson, Wyatt Lehman, Joe Rosberg, Tanner Euling, Bo Cleveland, and Christy Rosberg. Nate Buck with the lead. 5 to go, followed by Max Anderson, Wyatt Lehman. That's your top 3. They would move on to the A main. Then you have Tanner Euling, Joe Rosberg, Bo Cleveland, and Christy Rosberg. But look at this, Max Anderson putting the pressure on the 56 of No Lift Nate Buck. Nate Buck with the lead. Max Anderson followed by Wyatt Lehman. Then it is Tanner Euling, Joe Rosberg, Bo Cleveland, and Christy Rosberg. 3 laps left to go for No Lift Nate Buck. So down the backstretch, Nate Buck has the lead over Max Anderson. Wyatt Lehman hanging on to 3rd. Tanner Euling in 4th. Joe Rosberg in 5th. 6th belongs to Bo Cleveland. And 7th belongs to Christy Rosberg. 2 laps left to go. Actually now about a lap and a half for No Lift Nate Buck. And they're running the high side here as the white flag comes out. 1 to go. No Lift Nate Buck. Max Anderson. Wyatt Lehman off the gas. Oh, Tanner Euling tags him as Anderson goes off into the pits in a hurry. Bo Cleveland spins out. The white flag is out. The checker's going to come out. It's going to be No Lift Nate Buck, Max Anderson, Tanner Euling. They'll qualify for the A. Then it's Joe Rosberg, Bo Cleveland, and Christy Rosberg. Bad luck on the 6 of Wyatt Lehman. But your top 3, it is No Lift Nate Buck, Max Anderson, and Tanner Euling. So Trevor Frisch, Travis Landauer, Trent Johnson, Bristol Arneson, Zachary Swigard, Stephanie Reynolds. 8 laps the distance, 6 cars, top 3 go the A main. So Trevor Frisch brings him out of turn number 4. Mike's got his eye on him, and we're going racing. Travis Landauer, Trevor Frisch, Bristol Arneson, Trent Johnson, Stephanie Reynolds, Zach Swigard. Look at Reynolds through the middle. Look at Stephanie Reynolds on a mission. Running the middle on Bristol Arneson, who's working to the outside of Trevor Frisch. Travis Landauer has the lead. Second now belongs to Bristol Arneson. Then it's Trevor Frisch, Stephanie Reynolds, Trent Johnson, and Zachary Swigard. Look at Reynolds running that middle. Oh, she had the lift. Here comes Johnson in the 4th. Travis Landauer, Bristol Arneson, Trevor Frisch, Trent Johnson, Stephanie Reynolds, and Zach Swigard. They're all right there. As Landauer says, I've grabbed my bags, I thrown my card on the desk, and I'm checking out. And the rest of them are battling for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and this one. Trent Johnson, oh, slide job on Arneson. Whoa, Arneson gives a little bump to the rump, giggity. And that one there, Trevor Frisch, the 94 trying to get 3rd away from Arneson. As Swigard tries to get underneath Stephanie Reynolds. Oh, Joe, look out, Trent Johnson slides it sideways. Frisch and him at the checkup. Here comes Reynolds, oh! Johnson gets into the side of her. Landauer is clear of all this hornet's nest. Oh, look out. Whoa, Trent Johnson about got that wall in turn 4. Travis Landauer, Bristol Arneson now moving into 3rd. It is Stephanie Reynolds as the white flag comes out. 1 to go in this one. That's why we call them the Wild Things. Bristol Arneson, Stephanie Reynolds, Trevor Frisch, Zach Swigard, Trent Johnson. But half a lap away, here comes your winner, the 45 of Travis Landauer. Second's going to go to Bristol Arneson. 3rd to Stephanie Reynolds, says Trevor Frisch, Zach Swigard, Trent Johnson. Your winner, the 45 of Travis Landauer. Your top 3, Landauer, Arneson, and Reynolds. To the area around there, I still don't understand Sioux Falls because that's just all. They take me around in Sioux Falls and I'm like, this is 220. We were on it today. Well, I don't remember. I mean, it's like, You lived there you've lived there all your life, right, Sean?
Yeah, that's been my home.
So you probably know it like the back of your hand, right?
I try to.
But you know what? There's a restaurant up there I go to. If you ever get up to Sioux Falls, go to the Frying Pan and the cinnamon roll French toast. That's all I got to say. That's it. Setting the pace, Colby Kaspar brings in the turn 4. Man, this is slow, progressive. We're underway. Colby Kaspar. Here it comes. Anthony Brune, Jason Wilkinson, Nick Kimmel. Wilkinson clear up the hill. Brune sliding it sideways. Kimmel. Then you have Tanner Board and Creighton Holbeheinrich. But Colby Kaspar, getting a little squirrely in forward, but he keeps it going straight. Wilkinson, Kimmel, Brune, Board, and Holbeheinrich. So Colby Kaspar has the lead coming around this time, 5 laps to go. Jason Wilkinson in second, followed by Nick Kimmel, Anthony Brune, Tanner Board, and Creighton Holbeheinrich. It's Colby Kaspar, Jason Wilkinson, Nick Kimmel, Anthony Brune, Tanner Board, and Creighton Holbeheinrich. And if you ever meet Creighton, the guy, I'm going to tell you this right now, he looks like a linebacker. Anyway, it is Colby Kaspar, Jason Wilkinson, Nick Kimmel, Anthony Brune, then it's Tanner Board and Creighton Holbeheinrich. Coming around this time, 2 laps left to go for Colby Kaspar. Jason Wilkinson, Nick Kimmel, Anthony Brune, Tanner Board, and Creighton Holbeheinrich. The big white bed sheets coming up in the air for Colby Kaspar. Jason Wilkinson, Nick Kimmel. Then it is Anthony Brune, Creighton Holbeheinrich, and Tanner Board. And the checker's going to fly from Columbus, the 39 of Colby Kaspar. Jason Wilkinson will finish in second, followed by Nick Kimmel in third. That's the top 3 going to A main. Then you have Anthony Brune, Creighton Holbeheinrich, and Tanner Board rounding out the order. So your winner from Columbus, driving the 39, that's Colby Kaspar. But your top 3 going to A main, it's going to be Colby Kaspar, Jason Wilkinson, and then it will be the 17K or the K17 of Nick Kimmel. 7. So then when I call you, Charles, you're going to go down there and present the 7th place finisher with extra money. Okay, we got one more. Darren Schnellenberg. Darren. Oh, geez. You got to be a young person.
I understand that. I think it's a mistake, but I do have a young person.
And what's his name?
It's a friend of mine's kid, so you may want to draw him.
Okay, we're going to draw another one. Okay. Draw me another one, too.
I think my name is. You got the kids stuff instead.
All right. Connor Poldberg. Connor Poldberg. Connor Poldberg, come and see me as the B feature is underway. So I need to see Connor Poldberg as the B feature. Oh, somebody's going around the backstretch. Yeah, you're going the wrong. I don't know if you can drive reverse the whole lap, but that ain't going to work. I believe that might be Christy Rosberg. Or maybe it's Joe Rosberg. I'm not sure. I'll see when they go by. I can't quite see the number. Trent Johnson, Tanner Board, Jace Malosic, and Wyatt Lehman. That's your lineup. And right now in the back right now, it is a 74 of Creighton Hobelheinrich. Top 4 to the A main. Top 4 go to the A main. The rest will be, well, spectators for the rest of the evening. Lance Melky to turn 4. Let's go racing. Look at Mark Arduzer diving to the inside. Mark Arduzer on Lance Melky. Oh, he had the lift. Nope, didn't like that one. The yellow comes out once again. Looks like Mark maybe got a little bit anxious on the start of that one. And Mike says, nope, the yellow's going to come out. We'll try it again. So we got the junior trophy presenters. We got also the people we're going to call. And they're going to present the mystery spot. Extra money to the drivers down there on the front stretch. Extra money on hand tonight for the Langenberg Memorial here. I know John's in the house tonight. Colby's here. Lynn Langenberg helped a lot of drivers around this area throughout the years, and he is missed. So now we're back to green flag racing. Oh, Creighton Hobelheinrich kind of jammed them up at the start of that one, but it is Lance Melky, Joe Rosberg. There's Anthony Brune and Trevor Frisch. So Trevor Frisch kind of stacked him up a little bit, but now he's in that fourth and final transfer, and here comes Mark Arduzer. But oh, Arduzer up the hill. Lance Melky, Joe Rosberg, Anthony Brune, Trevor Frisch. Then we got him 3 wide with Jackson, Bo Cleveland, and Mark Arduzer. And here comes the 6 of Wyatt Lehman. But it is Lance Melky, Joe Rosberg. Oh, we got Jace Malosic around in turn 4. So Jace Malosic spins it around, brings out the caution with 10 laps left to go. So it will be a single file restart. Lance Melky setting the pace. Top 4 will tag the back of the A main as Lance Melky slowly brings him into turn number 4. And Mike says, let's go racing. Lance Melky, Joe Rosberg, Anthony Brune. Diving in the inside, 3 wide, we got Frisch, Arduzer, and Jackson. Here comes Lehman. Wyatt Lehman says, you're not going to leave me out of the party. As Frisch goes up the hill, Lehman gets right behind Mark Arduzer, Dustin Jackson to the inside. Melky has the lead, Rosberg second, Brune in third. Then it's Arduzer, Lehman, and Jackson battling for that fourth and final transfer spot, which Mark Arduzer right now has. But here comes Dustin Jackson. Lance Melky, Joe Rosberg, Anthony Brune. Dustin Jackson battling Mark Arduzer. They're right behind Anthony Brune. Here comes Wyatt Lehman. It's a 4-way battle for third, fourth, and oh, Brune slipped up. Here comes Jackson. Arduzer. Oh, they both go into third and fourth in a transfer spot. Brune slips back to fifth. Wyatt Lehman back there in sixth. Then it's Trent Johnson, Trevor Frisch. Bo Cleveland, Zach Swigard, Creighton Hobelheinrich, Christy Rosberg. Lance Melky leads with 5 to go. Lance Melky, Joe Rosberg, Dustin Jackson, Mark Arduzer, Anthony Brune, 1 out looking in. Then it's Wyatt Lehman. who won the feature here 2 weeks ago. Now looking to get out of a B feature in the A. Brune slips up. Oh, Lehman had to check up. That was close in turn number 2. As it is still Lance Melke, Joe Rosberg, Dustin Jackson, Mark Arduzer, Anthony Brune, Wyatt Lehman, Trent Johnson, Trevor Frisch, Bo Cleveland, Creighton Hobel-Heinrich, and then we got Zach Swigart and Christy Rosberg. 2 laps to go for Lance Melke, Joe Rosberg, Dustin Jansen, Mark Arduzer. That's your 4 cars that would move on to the A feature. As the big white bed sheet's going to fly in the air, it is Lance Melke, Joe Rosberg, Dustin Jackson, Mark Arduzer, Anthony Brune, Wyatt Lehman. Oh, Trent Johnson up against the wall in turn number 3. So that brings out the caution. So we're going to have another green-white checkered here. And they're getting ready for the big dance over there in Boone, Iowa for the Boone Super Nationals. Yeah, my buddy Blake will be over there. And a lot of the crew from Advantage Racing. Yeah, Blake's just giving me this look like, come on, really? Hey, me and Blake, we dined together last night at the Frying Pan. All right, here we go. Lance Melke, Joe Rosberg. Oh, the 55 might have a flat tire or something going on there. He is slow on the field. Yellow's going to come out. But I don't know, on that restart, something happened in the 55, and he's going to pull it off on the backstretch there. Problems on the 55 of Anthony Brune. These are known as the wild things. And at times, yes, they can get wild. Sometimes they can behave themselves. Yeah. And the green's back out. It is Lance Melke, Joe Rosberg, Dustin Jackson, Mark Arduzer. But look on the outside. Here comes the 6, the big red-headed stranger, Wyatt Lehman. Coming to the white flag, 1 to go. Melke, Rosberg, Jackson, and Lehman. Trouble turn 4, that is Bo Cleveland. And the yellow is out again. Bo Cleveland backs it off the track, but not far enough, so the yellow comes out for the N26 of Bo Cleveland. So once again, we got to go to a green-white checkered. Green-white checkered. Well, actually, no, they must have checkered it. So it's going to be Lance Melke, Joe Rosberg, Dustin Jackson, Mark Arduzer will make the A main. Outside of him, the 17K gentleman, Jim Kimmel. Then it's going to be the 7 of Lance Melke, the 3J of Joe Rosberg, the 22 of Dustin Jackson, and the 6 of Wyatt Lehman. So there we go. The Wild Things IMCA Hobby A feature. Wave at them, folks. See, I always miss the parade laps here. Got all these people in the booth. I'm easily distracted. Tap me on the shoulder. Hey. I know. I'm just kidding. We're having fun. So we got the Hobby Stocks, and that's going to be 10th place. 10th place is a mystery spot. Nate Buck, Jason Wilkinson, Shannon Pospischel, And coming around to the 17, the K17 of Nick Kimmel. Oh, Buck goes around. Look out. Oh, big collision. Up on the wall. We got one up on the wall. The red is out. That is parked on top of the Jersey barriers in turns 1 and 2. Oh, we got that 4-letter word over there in turns 1 and 2. That's a MESS. Witnessed the half mile there at Knoxville, Iowa, Knoxville Raceway. Went through the museum. If you ever get a chance to go there, if you don't go to the races, at least check out the Sprint Car Racing Hall of Fame Museum. Great place. Setting the pace. It is Shannon Pospisil. Let's go racing. On the outside, Jason Wilkinson. Shannon Pospisil. Here comes the K17 of Nick Kimmel. So Shannon's on the inside, but it's Jason Wilkinson, Shannon Pospisil, Nick Kimmel, Travis Landauer, and look at Lance Melke, all the way up in 6th, and he started in the back because he came out of the B feature. Max Anderson there in 5th. It is Jason Wilkinson, Shannon Pospisil, Nick Kimmel, Max Anderson, Travis Landauer, Lance Melke, and then the 39 of Colby Kaspar sitting back there in 7th. They're 3 wide out of turn number 2. As here comes the 6 of Wyatt Lehman. Jason Wilkinson's being harassed by the double-out buckshot, the coach, Shannon Pospisil. Nick Kimmel, Max Anderson, Lance Melke, Colby Kaspar, Wyatt Lehman, Tanner Euling, Nate Buck, Dustin Jackson, so actually it is Jason Wilkinson, Shannon Pospisil, Lance Melke, Nick Kimmel. And then it's a hornet's nest behind 2nd. You got Kimmel, Melke, Lehman, Anderson. They're all battling with Colby Kaspar, Dustin Jackson, Tanner Euling, and Nate Buck. Travis Landauer, then it is Jim Kimmel, Joe Rosberg, Bristol Arneson, and Anthony Nelson. But it's Jason Wilkinson with the lead, 7 to go. So 7 laps to go for Jason Wilkinson, followed by Shannon Pospisil, Nick Kimmel, and he's still battling to the inside of him. Looks to be the 6 of Wyatt Lehman. Then Lance Melke, Colby Kaspar, Max Anderson, Dustin Jackson, Tanner Euling, no lift, Nate Buck. 5 to go for Jason Wilkinson. Jason Wilkinson coming around 4 laps to go. It'll be Shannon Pospisil. Nick Kimmel in a battle with Wyatt Lehman for 3rd. Then you got Colby Kaspar and Lance Melke. Dustin Jackson, Tanner Euling, Max Anderson, Nate Buck, Jim Kimmel, Travis Landauer, Joe Rosberg, Bristol Arneson, Anthony Nelson. Jason Wilkinson with 3 to go. Shannon Pospisil. And then it is a bevy of cars for 3rd with Colby Kaspar, Wyatt Lehman, Nick Kimmel. Dustin Jansen is in there, 2 to go for Jason Wilkinson. White flag's coming out, 1 to go for Jason Wilkinson. Whoop. Turn 2, we got a car around. No lift, Nate Buck around in turn number 2. You know, it's nice to have all these. I got spotters up here tonight. That's great. Jim, turn number 2. Yep, gotcha. Spotters. You know, sometimes you need them when you're an announcer. Jim Kimmel, Travis Landauer, Joe Rosberg, Anthony Nelson, Bristol Arneson. So setting the pace, Jason Wilkinson. There's the green. 2 laps to go. Jason Wilkinson, Shannon Pospischel, Kobe Kaspar, Nick Kimmel. We're coming around to the white flag. 1 lap to go. It is Jason Wilkinson. Jason Wilkinson, Shannon Pospischel, Kobe Kaspar, the final 2 corners to decide this one. It's going to be Jason Wilkinson, Kaspar second, Pospischel third. And 10th place is going to go the 45 of Travis Landauer. So Travis Landauer will finish in 10th. He'll get the mystery spot money. Ayla Winicky head down to the flag stand. And also Clint Thurston, head on down to the flag stand. You're our junior trophy presenter. And Ayla Weinecke, Hobbies, she's going to present it to the 45 of Travis Landauer. So the top 3 will pull it up here to the flag stand. That'll be Shannon Pospischel, Colby Kaspar, and your winner in the 52 from Neely, I call him the Shadow, Jason Wilkinson.